Dear students, myself Priti Mishra, presently head Department of Human Rights, School of Legal Studies, Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University, Lucknow. Today I am here with you all to share the course structure for the third semester. I know that you all are eagerly waiting to come to the university and have face-to-face interaction with the faculty members of the department. But because of this corona crisis, for some time, it may not be possible for us to meet face to face. So, for some time, there may be this online teaching that we have to be satisfied with. So, I thought it fit to come before you and share with you all the course structure that is there for you all in third semester. So, what are the papers? What is the importance of that paper? And uh, on what basis you should make your choice so that it may help you somewhat in exercising your options. So let me tell you that there are some compulsory papers. Paper LLM 301, that is seminar and legal services extension activities. This paper is very, very important because it not only exposes you to the theoretical knowledge of law or to the issues of socio-legal importance having some human right dimensions, but it also helps you in developing your analytical power, your critical legal thinking. Besides, it gives you a lot of confidence because in this particular paper, there are 7 seminars and 1 mega seminar. For the seminars, you have to prepare assignment in consultation with the faculty members. And the whole of the class is divided into some groups. And then we have days earmarked for the purpose of presentation. On the day of presentation, you have to make presentations on the assignments that you have prepared on some socio-legal issue or on some current issues having some human rights dimension. And after you finish your presentations, questions are posed by the panel of teachers that are there before you. And in this particular paper, all the faculty members are the subject teachers. So all the faculty members of the department form the panel of experts for posing questions before you. And you have to satisfy the panel for having the grades. So this paper is very, very important and we have very marvelous feedback for this paper from our alumnus because they have told us that it really helps them in faring better, not only in, in their competitions, but also facing the interview board. Because here when you come on the dais, stand before the podium and speak and address the audience, you gain a lot of confidence. So this paper is very, very important, not only from the theoretical point of view, but from the practical point of view too. Then another very, very important paper, which is compulsory paper, is that of constitutional governance. That is LLM 302. This particular paper is being taught by our eminent professor, Professor Priti Mishra. She has been teaching this paper since the beginning when we joined this university, and even before that she has been teaching this paper. So she has a very, very vast experience of teaching the issues of constitutional governance and how to deal with it. So this paper is of very, very contemporary importance, and as you all know that in all the competitions or whatever exams you have, two papers are very, very important: constitution as well as jurisprudence, that you have always to study. You cannot leave this paper because it gives you the basis for all other papers. Whatever paper you are studying in your LLM, they all have some constitutional principles involved or some kind of jurisprudence in it. So this paper is very, very important, and that's why it is a compulsory paper, and it helps you not only for clearing of this particular semester, but also in all competitions, and in also give you a very wide spectrum of the legal problems that you will face in your life, and it also helps them in solving them. Then another paper of LLM 303 is that of legislation, principles, method, and interpretation. This paper is being taught by me, and it is also a very, very uh, beautiful paper, because I like it very much, because this paper also gives you some kind of correlation with the paper of your constitutional governance. Because when we are talking about law, so we are not only talking about the act and statutes, but also about the constitution, that is the basic law of the land. So what is the law, what are the types of laws, and how these laws are framed, what are the parliamentary procedure, how a particular bill becomes an act, what are the authorities responsible for making the laws, whether only the legislatures or the people who are sitting in the parliament, they are to make the law for us, or some other authorities are also responsible for it. So what is the power of the executive also to make the law? What is delegation of power? What is sub-delegation of power? So all these necessities of constitutional governance we also study in this paper of legislation. Then how the laws are made, what is the relationship between law and public opinion, that is very, very important aspect of this particular paper. Then there are some principles of interpretation, how the law of interpretation has evolved over the years, what are the principles of interpretation of particular act and statute, whether there are some special principles of interpretation for the purpose of constitution, then what are the various maxims, and how a law comes into operation, and when it is repealed, how it is repealed, and what are the effects of it. Then what are the different aids which help in interpreting any act, statute, or the constitution. So this particular paper is also very, very important from the practical point of view also. So in this paper, we are not only studying the principles of legislation, but how the laws are passed and how they are interpreted. Then another paper is LLM 304, that is State, Civil Society and Human Rights in India. This paper is taught by our colleague, Dr. Shashi Kumarji, and in this paper you will be studying what is the state, what is civil society, what are the human rights in India, and how in a state the human rights are protected, how the civil society helps in achieving the goal of having the human rights. Then there are various vulnerable groups, whether they are women, children, then there are senior citizens, there are persons with some kind of disabilities, then the LGBT group. So these all vulnerable groups are there, and they have their own specific problems of violation of human rights also. How the state helps, how the civil society helps, and what has been the various human rights movements through which these rights have been guaranteed. So this paper is of contemporary relevance, and those who have interest in human rights jurisprudence, they can opt for this paper. Then a paper which is being introduced for the first time in our LLM syllabus is that of LLM 305, Consumer Rights Protection in India. We all know that we all are consumers in one way or the other. Since the day begins in the morning until we go to bed in the night, we all are using some kinds of goods. We are availing some kinds of services, and Sometimes we are satisfied, sometimes we are not satisfied. Then it becomes a problem that where to go, how to go, and how to get our redressal of grievances as a consumer. So this paper again is of very very contemporary relevance, where you are studying uh, what has been the origin, growth, and development of consumerism in India, consumer rights in India. What are the duties as a consumer? What is the relationship between the environment and the consumer rights? Then, what are the different organizations which have been there for the protection of the consumer rights in India? Besides, we all know that there have been now various laws. First law was made in 1986. Then a lots of changes were made in 2002. And then again, now we have totally new law of 2009 of Consumer Protection Act. So how this particular act is different from other acts, what new things have been introduced in this act, that we all will be studying in this paper. Another important paper is International Humanitarian Law, LLM 306. It is being taught by our colleague, Dr. Rashida Athar Madam ji, and she has been dealing with this paper since she joined this university. So this paper is of contemporary relevance because we all know that what is the situation today, how the India-China relations are going, and sometimes people do fear that there may be a war-like situation. So what is human right law, what is humanitarian law, how these two rights are different, what is just war, what is unjust war, what are the various mechanisms for dealing with these war kind of situations. Then what has been the role of international bills of human rights in resolving the international disputes, what is the state responsibility to protect all these topics we are studying. And we all know presently there have been this case of um, Kulbhushan Jadhav case, and that is still pending before the International Court of Justice. So, what is the Geneva Convention? What has been the impact of Geneva Convention on the humanitarian law and all? So, this paper again is of very very contemporary relevance, not only for the purpose of your LLM syllabus, but also purpose of your competition that you will be going to appear in your near future. Then one of the papers again which we are going to newly introduce is human rights of LGBTQ. We all know that in every society there are some sexual minorities also. So what are the sexual minorities? What are their rights? What have been various movements for the protection of the rights of the sexual minorities? What is LGBTQ community? And how their rights have been ensured over the years. So whether there is any law or no law, and if a law has been there enacted, so what are the important provisions of that particular act? All these things we study in this paper. So how the international law protects them, the rights of the LGBTQ, how our constitution provides the protection for this vulnerable group. Again, this paper becomes very, very important from the point of view of human rights jurisprudence. So whatever paper we are having in this particular semester, all are having some kind of human right dimension because we are giving our degree in LLM with human rights. Then one more paper which is of very very contemporary relevance, very very of current debate is going on. That is on the health right in India. We all know that what is the situation in the corona crisis, what are the different shortcomings in our hospitals, what is the situation of private hospitals, how the government hospitals are functioning. So this particular paper of health and human rights, that is LLM 308, is very, very contemporary in present crisis. So what are the various dimensions of health, how this law has evolved, and how the Constitution protects or guarantees our right to health, then whether there are any specific legislation to deal with the law of health. All this kind of issues we will be studying. Then what are the rights of the doctor, the duties of the doctor, what are the duties of the patient, whether the patients have got some kinds of right or not. So all this new kind of jurisprudence is developing in present corona crisis. We think that the paper that we thought to introduce has really become of prime importance, and you can opt for this paper. And those who are really interested in doing some kind of research further, they can also go for this paper because it is going to open new vistas and new openings in your life. Then another paper is that of media law, social media, and human rights. We all know that how much important the media is. It is called the fourth pillar of democracy. Besides executive, legislature, and judiciary, this media is also very important in the governance of any country. So, what is media? What is social media? What are their rights? What are their duties, their responsibilities? How the media law has developed over the years? What are the different legislations regulating this media, whether it is print media or the social media? So, this is all the course structure for this LLM third semester, and I think that all the papers are very important of contemporary relevance, and it is going really tough for you to choose uh, any two papers out of it. But anyhow, you have to make your choices on the basis of your interest and on the basis of the competitions that you are aiming for. And all these papers are of 6 credits and having 3 components. As you all know, one paper is for the it has been divided into, there are some internal evaluation and then there will be end semester evaluation. As you all know, it is divided into 70-30. For end semester exam is of 70 marks, and then 30 marks or the grades are equivalent to 30% grades are for the internal evaluation. There again you have to make some assignments, and then we will be having some presentations also, because we uh, all are now acquainted with this new medium of online teaching. Now we are comfortable in having this online interaction with you all, and in near future I would like to have a meeting with you all too on this digital platform. So till then, all the very best to you. Make your choices. Already the deadline has been given, and it may be further extended. So you uh, do some groundwork also. Go to the website of the university, look at the rating list, what are the material available, because during this corona crisis, a lot many links of various libraries have been given to you. National Library is there, our own library, Gautam Buddha Library is there, that is also online. Uh, you have been given all the passwords. So besides having a lot of material on the internet, you have a lot many libraries to consult to. So do make some groundwork for choosing this paper, and hope that soon we will be meeting face to face too. Thank you. Thank you so much. All the very best.